Senators calling on the Biden administration to temporarily restrict travel between the U.S. and China as pediatric pneumonia cases go up, and similar outbreaks are being monitored worldwide. However, the CDC and the World Health Organization say there's no need to panic. Public health officials blame the spike in pneumonia and RSV cases on the regular cold and flu season, just a regular season. Joining us now is Senator Mike Braun of Indiana, one of 5 senators backing that proposed travel ban. Thank you so much, Senator, for being with us. With those words from the CDC and the World Health Organization, even in light of the fact that more Americans are skeptical of Big Pharma, they're skeptical of these particular health agencies in light of the past few years, why do you think a ban is necessary at this time?
I think you can just look back to what was the biggest healthcare crisis in 100 years and how that all evolved. I think that when you're dealing with somebody like the CCP, you even look at trade as an underlying reason. There's so many things that don't make what they say believable, like a handshake deal of some sort. You know, believe us. Look at how long it took, and we never did get to the bottom of the connection between what happened in the lab and COVID-19. So I think here it's very simple. Ounce of prevention's worth a pound of cure. And if we were dealing with someone that was inherently trustworthy, the WHO, World Health Organization, was kind of just a mouthpiece for the Chinese Communist Party. I don't think you can put much credibility there either. Look what it did in terms of throwing our country for a loop. We're trillions of dollars in debt due to it. I say here, even countries like Taiwan, nearest to them, are cautious, advising not to travel to China. Could impact, in this case, the very young as well as elderly. So be careful. I wouldn't take what they say as the truth, and make sure that we don't repeat what we've just gone through.
Is this more about just making sure that you are preventative in light of the fact that it seemed as though the extra precaution and preventative measures taken when it came to COVID are now coming to light as somewhat being overreaching, like the isolation and the staying at home? Do you have any concern that the perception will be that you and your fellow Republican lawmakers are overreacting right now?
Well, I think in that case, look at maybe how our own government might have overreacted with lockdowns once we got through the understood the science of that disease. It can create so many, I think, unintended consequences. If it does come from there to our country, it was viewed from so many different angles. I think in this case, why don't we just be careful in terms of trying to restrict it from getting from there to here until we understand more about it, and then try to pay attention to the science, not the political science that kind of took over with COVID-19. So yes, that is a point, but in this case, since I think we're dealing with folks you just can't trust what they say, you got to be careful.
Yeah, and a lot of people have that same perception of China right now, especially in light of so many red flags when it comes to espionage and attempts at really blocking some of our efforts with Taiwan, as you mentioned. Senator Braun, we appreciate your time. Thank you. Have a great day.
You're welcome.